retirement plan or just plain spending less. Whatever your financial goals are for 2020, we've got you covered. NBC4's Dan Perlman is live with how one financial expert says you can save and succeed here in the new year. Dan?
Yeah, well, he says you should be thinking about your finances year-round, but this is the time of year where if you don't act, you may actually end up losing some money. Leland Henwood says he thinks about money often.
Always just try to keep putting more money away.
And with 2019 coming to a close, he's looking ahead.
Taking some bonus money that I got and maybe buying some stocks, stuff like that.
And that is just one thing financial planner Brad Huffman suggests you do if possible.
I mean, there's really not much to it.
Starting with stocks, say you've invested, but some aren't performing so well, Huffman has advice on how to capitalize before year's end.
Well, if you want to help yourself a little bit at tax time, you can actually sell those losers, if you will, to help offset some of the gains in your portfolio, or potentially take that deduction on your income tax return.
Speaking of tax returns, you could also see money back by contributing to your college fund within the next week, because the state of Ohio allows you to claim a deduction of up to $4,000 per year per beneficiary.
So if you still have some money in your pocket after the holidays, which isn't always a guarantee, but if you have that, you can add it to that account. You can get a state income tax deduction if it's done before December 31st.
And before December 31st, Huffman also urges everyone to spend the money for medical expenses in your flexible savings account.
But you don't want to let that money go away. So really, find a way to empty it out. Some plans may give you an extension, but again, don't wait till January 1 to ask that question.
New Year's Day is just about here, and even when it passes, the biggest advice from this financial planner is to continue looking forward.
You spent a lot of money probably the past couple months. Now is the time to think about how to continue to build.
Now, there are a number of tips that Huffman shared with me. To review them and compare them with your own financial needs, just head over to NBC4i.com. Local for you in Columbus, Dan Perlman, NBC4.